Say it.
And we are live, folks.
Yay!
Hi.
Hello again for another session of Everyone Dice. We were off last week due to an unfortunate tooth infection. Yours truly. Thank you all for understanding. Thank you all for understanding. But we're all good now. Teeth are, well, they're as good as they're gonna be. And we're ready for another episode. But before we dive into what mischief and mayhem I have prepared for you all, we do have some announcements. And I'm going to pass the mic over to AJ for one of the big ones.
So as of literally yesterday, we are a part of the Be Gay Roll Dice network. It is a group of a bunch of LGBTQ plus podcasts that focused around actual play D&D. We don't know a ton about it at this point because, like I said, it literally happened yesterday. They have a Discord, and there are lots of great people, and there's lots and lots of great podcasts on there, so go give them a look, because if you like us, you will definitely find something on there that you will like.
Yeah, we retweeted a thread that they put up with all their shows, including ours. Thank you very much for that. And they've got their Discord in there as well, so come join us there. Come join us on the Compass Rose Discord. We're lots of places if you want to chat with us.
Easy to find.
Yeah. We do have both winners for our Pride Dice giveaway. We are going to be announcing those before the break, so I have to stay tuned for that.
And one last announcement. Last session, we announced the All-Nighters would be starting this past Thursday. Obviously, this past Thursday, that didn't happen. We're also changing the day because Critical Role is coming back, and Kacey and I would rather watch Critical Role than host our own show. So, we're moving it to Saturday nights
We have
at 9:59 p.m. Pacific Time, 11:59 p.m. Central Time, starting on July 11th, because the 4th is going to be very loud where I live, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, which is fair, I think. All right. With everything announced, more or less, is everybody ready to get started?
Yes! Let's go! I'm so excited! We didn't play last week. Let's do it!
Alright, let me get some mood music here. Now that I've got more RAM, my computer can handle things a lot better. Like, it took me,
Funny how that happens.
less than 30 seconds to put that music on. Crazy.
Can it handle dynamic lighting on Roll20? Because not even my computer.
Hey,
can do
now.
that.
My computer can't handle it
It's a high bar.
either. Roll20 is doing their best, but they're not the best optimized site.
No. Alright. Oh, hold on. There we go. I had music coming through my speakers here.
Oh no.
So when last we gathered, the party prepared for their departure, performing an autopsy of sort before leaving Luchev. They traveled briefly across the Geistlands, finding a roadside shrine and offering bowl to a very ancient god. Some left coins, others took them. In your travel, you discovered a set of ruined standing stones that seemed to hum with power. After touching one of these 8 stones, they reacted to you. After both Cordelia and Bunny cast mending together, a pair of the stones reconstituted and a crackling portal opened up in front. appearing to lead to the snow-cloak mountains of Bralia. Zala, you were first to step through this portal. What first strikes you as you stride into it is the sudden increase in gravity. Your entire body feels as if it's being crushed under some incredible weight. Breathing becomes difficult, and even more so as you feel almost like your body is being shoved through a crack in a wall that's 2 sizes too small. Your body crackles with pure energy, and for the briefest of moments, you feel as if your entire body has been destroyed. But a moment later, you step out onto solid ground, cold snow crunching underneath your feet. The mountains stretch above you, and chill wind whips all around you. Very refreshing against your bare scalp. The only thing of note is a ruined tower built nearby into the mountainside.
Zala, as she steps out into... I assume there's snow on the ground. As she steps out into the snow, she looks excited to be back in the mountains that are her home. And she sort of whips around, arms wide, just excited to be here and watching everyone else step through.
Everyone else, you also feel this momentary, crushing, squeezing weight, this crackling energy that you feel legitimately threatens to almost burn your entire body up. As you step out onto the cool snow, it's rather comforting after such a strange and mildly unpleasant experience.
Does the portal close behind us after Bunny and Cordelia walk through, or no?
As you all step through, the portal flickers briefly, but you sense that's more due to its general instability than anything. It continues to hum and remain open. You can see a small portion of the Geist lands that you just left. And your ox looks very unpleasant.
Elia is also freezing.
Bernie's okay.
Alois
pulls
is also
her cloak
okay.
Zala is
tightly.
among
It's not
the
enough.
least appropriately dressed, but for her this is normal.
I will take my cloak out of my bag, and how does Shay and Alois look?
I mean, Shay is already probably digging through her bag because she does have extra clothes in there.
Alois is 100% fine. She has a wolf pelt on her head.
I will extend it to vaguely toward Cordelia if she would like an extra cloak for herself.
She will grab, pull it on. Still not enough. I imagine this is quite foreign weather to her. And
Give me a moment, and
She doesn't love
Zala's gonna pull open her bag and start rifling through for a very thick hand-woven blanket and pass it over. You will probably need to double it up, given how small you are, but it should keep you warm.
Thank you. She's now got cloaks on and a big blanket wrapped around. She looks
So
ridiculous.
Zala and Bunny give Cordelia extra cloak. She's gonna see that and go, maybe Cordelia's like super, super, super cold. So she's gonna take off her wolf pelt and go, do you want this too?
I think I'm warm enough now.
And then I want to turn around and it's day or night or
it's difficult to tell. It's a few hours ahead of where you left, but it's still probably early evening, late afternoon, but the gray sky above you and the constant sky of Braelia is like a gray-white, clouded expanse. There's very little sun.
Okay. Still, it's Braelia, and I know how to orient myself in these mountains. So, I want to get a feel for where we are, how far we are from things I'm familiar with.
Okay. Make me a survival check.
Gonna use my new D20 that I just got. It's got little yellow flowers in it.
Well, yes, we all got new dice this week, so we'll all be rolling new dice.
So I got a total of 20.
You have... The Snowcloak Mountains are an incredibly expansive mountain range that encompass pretty much the majority of Braelia. You've been through a lot of the northern part of those mountains due to your tribe's location, just general ease of access. It's slightly less dangerous as well. You've never been to these parts of the Snowcloak Mountains. The southern parts of the Snowcloak Mountains have always been something that your tribe steers clear of. They claim there's too much danger there, dangerous flora and fauna, and in particular a unpleasant sense, like an odor that lingers too long.
Well, that's not at all concerning.
So, this is where Zala's smile is probably going to fall, and she's gonna look kind of concerned.
Zala? Is everything alright?
We're in an area I don't know particularly well, and more than that, one my tribe says is quite dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Creatures and plants, and just an unsettling feeling.
Do you know a way out of here?
There's always a way out. I can certainly navigate us northward, but that won't necessarily get us to Roderick.
Are there any tracks around here?
There are. Pretty easy enough to spot. There are a pair of tracks that are leading up to the ruined tower that is built into the side of the mountain.
Well, it looks like we should probably look in there.
It's going to be dangerous. We should be cautious.
Well, At the very least, we don't want to be caught out here in the middle of the night.
How is our ox feeling about this cold?
Steven looks like he's not having a great time. However, he does have a lot of fur on him, so he might be better off than some of you.
Is he one of those, like, Scottish Highland cows?
Yes.
That's got, like, yes!
Yes. I love
Yeah,
those. They're
yeah.
so cute.
Better off than a barefoot, crop top Shay and thigh length mini skirt Cordelia.
We're not going to talk about Shay's lack of shoes right now.
How
Fantasy
your
world.
little cozy's feeling in the snow.
Frostbite doesn't exist in this fantasy world.
I'm pretty sure it does. Zala doesn't have extra mucklucks, though. I'm sorry.
You're lucky that Alois is wearing shoes.
I'm surprised that Alois is wearing shoes.
I think we all are.
If it gets to a point, like, she can just get on top of Steven, it'll be fine.
True.
Cordelia did have a spare pair of shoes, but then she threw them in the sewer, so now she only has one.
Did that happen? I don't even remember
Yeah,
that.
it did happen. Look, Alois may not know how to wink, but she knows that shoes are worth it.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Fucking dunk on Shay then, huh?
I'm just sitting over here making Zala's tribe as native as possible, and I'm sorry, we didn't run around barefoot. We had mucklucks and moccasins.
So what are you guys doing?
Toward the tower?
Yep,
Heading to the tower.
Toward the tower.
Zala's gonna take the front.
How many floors is this tower, by the way? Like, how big is it?
So as you approach, you can see that this tower was never overly large. Maybe at most it was 3 or 4 stories. However, it's in ruin now. The top stories are completely destroyed, leaving the other floors just sort of out to be ravaged by the elements. As you approach, you also notice a blackening along the stone, as if there was some kind of fire inside the temple, either before or after it was ruined. And while you walk, Alois and Bernie, you happen to notice a figure standing outside what was once a door into the tower. I think
Did they notice us?
I think we might have lost Lynn.
Oh.
Yeah, Lynn seems to be frozen.
Oh.
There she goes.
Welcome everyone to our shitty
Yeah,
Every
It's the curse.
time we play.
every time. It's
Ever since Valentine's Day, and it hasn't gone away.
yeah.
And sometimes it varies with who is the one who drops.
Yeah.
Lynn's had a streak lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's back online on Discord, so she should be back soon. Welcome back!
There she is.
Helen.
Guaranteed to happen at least once a session.
At least
Yeah.
Just
once a
say
session.
that.
So where did we lose you?
You had said... Alvis had just asked if there was anyone, or if the person in the tower or whoever could see us.
Okay, so you didn't miss anything. It's really hard to tell if this figure is looking at you. They don't seem to be moving.
Unmoving like they're standing still, or unmoving like a corpse?
Both. I mean, it's hard to tell, like, if they're alive or not from this distance, but
From this distance?
they're
For all we know,
very
they could be a
much-
statue.
Yeah.
I will wave. Not like big, not like going like not trying to catch attention, but a little, just to see like, are they paying attention?
You sort of
/ are they alive?
you give it a moment or two. No response.
Okay. I will point it out to everyone. I will say, there's something up there. I don't know if it's alive or dead or inanimate, but...
Well, as far as I know, we still need to go there, so we'll just have to be careful.
Wait.
If
Bigger.
if
Could
we
be-
want
it could be more
to,
direct.
I could go ahead and check it out without being seen.
You get no response to your wave,
Visible.
Cordelia.
How? What would you do?
Well, I could just turn into a little rat or spider and just go in.
Oh! Oh, that's right, you can do
I
that.
love
Yes,
the
that sounds like a
casual
great
way
idea.
that you say that. Of course, we should have known you could just turn into a rat and go in the tower.
Yeah.
Silly.
Well, she did turn into a ball in the sewers, but I hadn't thought to inspect it. It makes sense.
The rat would probably be faster.
And sneakier than a boar.
Oh, I meant the spider.
Oh. And less spidery than a spider.
Could you do a bird so that if you need, you can just escape out a window, or...
Oh yeah, I can turn into a raven or an owl.
That might work a little better than a rat.
Can you turn into
I
a raven?
don't think.
I don't think you can.
So. Even Gabe can't even turn into a bird yet.
You don't
Oh,
get
right, that's
you're like
flying
that.
flying speed.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Special.
Sorry, not quite yet. I'm still
I can-
learning that.
Turn into a raven, but I can't fly.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
that.
stand there.
I could turn into
It's
a
all
penguin.
What is a penguin?
It would be
Where would I
thematic. It would
put a
fit.
penguin?
You are in the cold.
Are there penguins in Australia?
There are now.
You guys create this world as much as me. I don't know.
I
Are
didn't
there?
account for this when I was setting up the Colivatea.
Okay, so Bernie's a dragon now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go up there and check it out, and you know.
Cool, cool. Good to know. Good
You're
to know.
welcome. Yeah.
Thought that was gonna wait until session 50.
No, it's out now.
When May was revealed to be the villain all along.
Not
Alright.
even Cordelia, just May.
Yeah. So what do you
I
guys
could
do?
also turn into a swarm of rats if you guys want to see that.
I mean,
Like, you can become
I feel like
multiple
a
rats,
swarm is less sneaky than one rat.
but cooler.
I'm just putting ideas out there.
wait, do you become like a hive mind, or is there one rat in charge and the rest are like arms?
Like
Are
a
you
colony.
one
Yeah.
of the rats?
Oh, it's both. See, I see.
I think perhaps either you should just go now as a rat, or we should all go.
I'll go in as a rat then.
Alright, so what in particular are you doing as a rat?
Oh, I'm just gonna go out and scout and see what I can see past the figure that's in the distance and possibly inside if I can get in there.
Wait,
Okay.
what if it's trapped? Or like
I'm a rat.
Okay, are you sure you're gonna be okay? How many hit
Yes.
points? You're gonna die in one shot? I just don't want you to die alone in
Well-
the tower.
She's a rat, so 1.
But it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, if you're confident.
So, channeling this magic through your body, you feel your skin tingle ever so slightly as your body begins to shrink and shift. can all hear this slightly unsettling noise of bones cracking and reforming. You can hear muscle and organs shifting in the body. And in the span of a few seconds, where Alois once stood is now a small rat.
The only thing that's left is her wolf pelt that's on top of the rat.
With a tiny little wolf pelt on top. That's how you know it's Alois.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
adorable.
Alois,
Amazing.
you skitter along the snow, making your way up to the tower to this figure. They don't seem to notice you, care about you. As you approach, you're able to see that this figure is not breathing, that it is either some kind of statue or corpse. You would have to get a little closer to tell for sure, but that's what you
Can I smell it?
Yeah, you can. You get a bonus for that as a rat, don't you?
Yeah, I get advantage on checks that rely on smell.
Then you can roll me a perception check.
– 14.
So, pushing past the kind of unpleasant odor of sweat and just everything that might be caked onto this person, you do catch the faintest hint of rot. It's fresh, very fresh, but you can tell very, very much that this body is now dead and is beginning to rot.
Do I recognize
Lovely.
the person or no?
If you want to take a couple seconds to sort of give them a good once-over, you would be able to recognize them. What really kind of connects it for you in your mind is the horn-rimmed glasses. You'd only seen those on one individual before, and looking at the attire, you are very certain that this is Roderick.
And is there like an entrance behind where Roderick was standing, or?
Yeah, he was standing next to what was once probably a double wooden door, but is now burst open, no door protecting it. You skitter up the steps and inside this partially furnished room. You can see that the floor above has collapsed into it. Shelving units from the second floor have crashed down. Some look to have been burnt. Some are shattered and broken. From your vantage point, you are able to see that on one wall is a map of the world, which I don't know if you have actually seen before.
Probably not.
Yeah, it is a map of some kind, and it takes you a moment or so to piece together that part of this map has Braille on it, which you have seen before. You have seen Braille on a map. That is all you can see right now.
Man, I'm glad I have the Wanderer background, so I remember maps easily. Is there anyone else in the first level, or no?
Not that you're able to tell.
Okay, can I smell anyone on the first level?
That I will require a perception check.
Natural 20.
What you smell on the first floor is mold, musty books, burnt wood and paper. Nothing. You smell maybe the occasional bug or mouse, but there does not appear to be anyone else on this floor.
Okay. Now, how high up is this map?
I would say it's probably 3 feet off the ground. It is a big map too. Like,
Have you ever seen Pizza Rat?
yeah, I've seen Pizza Rat. I live on the internet.
I think we all do.
Do you see where I'm going with this, Casey? Rats can jump very high.
I do. And if you want to do that, you can certainly try.
I would
Not
like
Alright. So as you approach this rat, you're able to get a better sense of the room. Or at this map. This rat, sorry.
rat.
2 rats now.
You're able to see more of this room, and what you spot is directly across from the map you are making your way towards is another map. It's similar to the one that you were pursuing, but there are distinct changes. Where Mistvale is instead an island known as Saulus. Saulus. There does not appear to be as many cities on this map, and now that you're closer to them, you can see that 8 points on the map you just saw are circled, and only 5 points on the first map are circled. If that makes sense.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a good long look at the first map to try to get the details down. But since it's the more familiar map, I'm actually gonna go for the second map instead.
Okay. What am I gonna make this? I'm gonna say
map healing skill? That's ridiculous.
Athletics?
I'm gonna say athletics.
And then just the sheer physics of how a rat is supposed to grab a map.
Without tearing it? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
as
what
an
I'm curious
experienced
about.
rat owner, I can tell you, you're gonna bite through the fabric of the map and then just rip through it as you fall.
Unless you roll high.
No, but how is this map made? Is it like a thick fabric painted on? Is it like skin? Is it paper or like what is it?
It is a cloth map of some kind. One of them looks a little bit more weathered than the other one. The map that you know, Eloise, the one with 5 circles on it. That one looks to be a bit more worn, but they are both cloth maps.
It's gonna be like a little scroll that she holds in her mouth, and it'll be super cute. That's
Ah,
what's gonna happen.
Are we sure the map is that small?
It will be.
Uh-huh.
So, to clarify, the map itself is... You know those maps that, like, a villain will stand in front of? It's like...
big.
You know in Skyrim, when you go to literally any hole, there's the big map with the flags on it.
Yes.
That.
It's like that, but maybe a little smaller, but yeah, that kind of size. It is a huge map.
We are committing to rat map here.
And why aren't we all just waiting to go into the tower after she gets back?
No.
Because she hasn't
Scouted ahead.
come back.
Yeah.
Hey, you do rat math.
8.
You 8?
8 total.
Wow.
So
Rats aren't
I
strong,
believed in
y'all.
you.
you scamper
Amazing.
up the wall with good speed, and you can jump pretty high. You leap up towards this map and manage to unpin one corner of it. Sinking your teeth into the cloth, however, you dangle for a few seconds before and you leave this large tear down the map. Like the bottom left corner of the map. It's still readable, but the map is a little torn now.
Question, can I climb and to unpin it specifically instead of just ripping it off?
From your current vantage point, yes, I will require an athletics check. Not going to be a super hard DC because you're just trying to unpin it. But, you know, you could roll a 1.
Let's go. 8.
You scamper up the rest of the map. You unpin another corner, but it's the corner right above the one you unpinned. So the map sort of does that thing where it just... and you're on top of it. And you kind of fall backwards as the map sort of floats. And you collide with the ground. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I am now Alois again. I'm gonna rip the map off and run out.
Wow.
Very good.
So, as you tear the map down, one thing you do notice is that this map was situated over not a hidden door, but a covered door. There is a wooden door closed right underneath where this map was. So you spot that as you snag the map and rush outside. You all from outside hear this soft oof, and then Alois rushes outside with something in her hand.
Just watching, like, she's been in there for a really long... Oh, there she is!
And she's not a rat. Oh no.
This is not good.
I'm back.
What
Project's
happened?
dead.
Oh! There's nothing else in there.
Did you do that?
Oh no, he's that. He's rotting.
Oh, cool. Rotary,
Already.
you might say. No.
That's quite funny, actually.
Thing.
I don't understand.
Also there's a door. I didn't open it,
Sorry.
but there is a door in there and also this map.
What is map of?
I don't know.
We'll hold my hand out. Just unfolds it.
Yeah.
What was the name that was where Miss Vale was? Start with an S.
Saulus. Saulus.
Have I ever heard of that before?
In your studies, you have briefly, you know that it was the name of Miss Vale before it became Miss Vale. That before the mists set in, that's what this island was called.
Curious. Must just be an outdated map. But a good find. Now we
Why
have
is it all circled though?
that I do not know. Is there like a pattern, or are these just random circlings?
There doesn't seem to be. Actually, give me an intelligence check.
Bernie has got a -1 in intelligence, so this is not
Oh,
gonna
no.
fucking go well.
Sucks for you.
Quick question: Did Rotrip just let me get past?
He hasn't moved. You're all like, I assume, standing like within 6 feet of him or so. He has not moved or like turned to even acknowledge you. He's just standing stock forward, just like.
Well, because he's dead, right? He's not moving because he's dead.
Shay's gonna poke him with her spear.
I got an 11, by the way.
Okay, so Bernie, as you're studying this map, Shay, you taking your spear, sort of jab him with it, and you watch as his body rocks slightly before he falls forward and just face down in the snow.
Oh.
Doesn't put his hands out to brace himself. Nothing like that.
Yeah, I'd say he's dead.
What are you doing?
Had to make sure he was dead!
Alright.
Bernie, there doesn't seem to be a pattern that you're able to discern by the circles. There are some runes, R-U-I-N-S, like temple runes or whatever, that they look to be circled in some locations, not every location. But that's the only sort of indication on what they might be circling.
It's a good thing you picked that up. This might be useful later.
Well, there's no one in the first room, so I guess we can just go in. I did find a door underneath that map, so maybe we want to go there. And there's also another map.
It would be a good idea to go through and clear the rooms and then maybe rest here tonight since it's getting late.
Probably a
If
good
it's safe.
idea.
Yeah.
Well, we will have to establish watches either way, I think.
And I am thinking that we should burn Roderick's corpse just in case he starts to want to come back to life at a later point.
Ah.
Plus, it will keep us warm.
Oh, Cordelia, that's
I
gruesome.
don't think
It's very cold.
Not
we
that
can start a
cold.
fire with wood.
Yes, we are civilized.
I didn't suggest burning the body. I just suggested a way to make the best of it.
I don't think you want to smell a burning corpse.
It's not so
I've
bad.
smelt a burning corpse.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
we
what cooking
can
is.
smell the burning corpse.
It's not rare. We're all cultured people. Are you okay, Casey?
That's not what cooking is.
How do you think Steven feels every time someone cooks meat near him?
No, the corpses have stuff in them.
No, I'm talking
Gross
about
things.
Oh, I can
Not
get rid
meat.
of those gross things then. I can take care of that.
Let's just not.
We're not going to
body,
sit
okay?
around a burning corpse.
We are getting
Maybe
way
you're not.
ahead of ourselves. Let's
Okay, you can burn the corpse like way over there, and we'll go sit inside.
First, I think we should clear the tower just to make sure there's nothing waiting for us in there, and then we will handle, and I now regret suggesting it even, burning Roderick's corpse at a later point. Alright?
Sounds like a good plan. Lead the way.
Zala, would you like to go first?
Yes, I would. And Zala is going to,
Or don't.
before she starts forward, grab her shield and put it on and pull her battle axe. The shield has it's a mixture of wood and bone, and it's got this carving on the front of it of a moose with an unkindness of ravens in its antlers, sort of standing in a forest mountain scene. And then the battle axe, like Zala's axe, has raven feathers up the hilt of it, and a carving of a raven, like, in flight around the blade of the axe. And she starts in.
Hey, Casey.
Yes.
Just to make sure Rotrick doesn't get up again, may I use shape water to make a block of ice on top of him?
I can't see a reason why not.
Especially since we're in a snowy
You're in a
mountain.
snowy climate. Yep. So you, taking a moment, you close your eyes and you can feel the heavy moisture in this area. You pull some of the snow, liquefying it, channeling it into this block that is conformed around his body. So it's like a block and also kind of like a shackle that keeps him down. And you create it and solidify it with your magic, and you all watch as, there's this... How big is it?
It takes up a full 5 foot square.
Yeah, so this, 5 foot by 5 foot square is now over top of where Rotrick was rotting.
Ugh.
Smart.
Who knew that Alois was a waterbender?
I did. Alright, so you head inside. I assume you guys are going down the stairs? Or,
I guess.
Through the door, which leads to a set of stairs. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stairs are 10 feet wide, so you can go down 2 by 2 or in a line. I do need to know how you guys are traveling down the stairs.
Why?
Because I'm the DM.
A scary thing that you need to know.
Zala's
Shay will
first.
go up front with Zala.
Shay is next to them.
I will be squarely in the back because I got a high AC and I can heal everyone that way.
It will be second to last. The safest
Wherever.
place to be.
I've got a high dexterity, so if there are traps, I can maybe not get hit by them.
I don't, so I should probably be in the back.
Alright. Okay. I think I've got the order down then. So, you all begin descending the stairs. And the smell that greets you is the scent of charcoal mingling with the scent of rot.
Is it lit in here?
It is dimly lit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. If you don't have dark vision, it is difficult to see.
It sure is.
Good thing I have dark vision.
Man, the right people are certainly at the front of the party.
Wait,
We sure are.
cast light
Lala
real quick.
also doesn't have dark vision?
can
Goliath
cast light
do
real
not get
quick.
dark vision.
Why are you in the front?
I recommend casting it on Zala's shield so that it's
Sure,
out in
yeah.
front.
So you cast light on Zala's shield. So it begins radiating this warm, pleasant glow that illuminates the room as you begin to descend into it.
Boop the moose snoot.
You can see
That's how
that
she does it. She boops it.
that
she
is
boops the
only
moose
way
snoot.
to do it.
I should mention before this, Shay was looking really confident about where she was going. Like, yeah.
I like that. Just
Zala was squinting.
striding forward. I know where I'm going. You can tell as you descend the stairs that this room was once a laboratory of some kind. But Its tables are now destroyed or burnt, and barely supporting the trinkets that you are able to see on them. There is a figure near the back of the room, clad in dark gray robes and some kind of leather armor. They turn to look at you, and you see the visage of a young woman with pale skin. She has a skull adorning each of her shoulders, and descending from a necklace of bone are several human-looking jawbones. Each vein... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does she look like the Lord?
From where you are, it's... The only similarities you can tell are that she is also pale. Each vein in her body seems more visible than it should be, and she carries a heavy-looking scythe with a blade engraved with glowing red runes. And as you make your way down the steps, I need Zala, Shay, and Bernie to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Great.
Oh no!
Excuse me?
Oh, thank the gods. That's a 17. I don't know why I checked. I know my wisdom's a 0 modifier.
That's a 1.
Oh no!
No!
That's a 21.
Bernie.
Damn it, y'all! Oh,
I should have been in front of you.
I don't have any way to help you yet.
I don't think this has anything to do with the order because Shay is behind. No, wait, Shay did make a saving throw. Fuck!
I got 21.
Shay is in front of you.
Yeah, Bernie was in the back.
I thought Bernie was in the middle.
Bernie was in the back.
Bernie said that she was towards the back.
Because I have high AC, so I wanted to be in the back just in case we got jumped from behind.
Okay, well then who is...
Alois was in the mid.
Yeah, I was mid.
Alright, well then scratch that, Lynn.
Oh,
Alois, I need you to make a wisdom save. Sorry, I need to ask that better.
My D20
Oh, shit.
briefly, so I'll have to use roll 20.
It seems to be consistent because it's the same order we had in the sewers.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Alois. Thank you.
I got a 15.
Zala and Alois,
Oh no.
your feet touch the stone and you have this strange tingling ripple through your body. Your muscles lock. Your head is locked straight forward where you were looking before. You cannot move. Shay, you feel this sensation beginning to come over your body. However, you are a little bit more accustomed to it than others might be. You're able to sort of shake it off. Your muscles still feel tight, but you're able to move.
I'm gonna back up and keep Bernie and Cordelia from walking into the
Alois
hallway.
is behind you though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still gonna back up.
different.
I'm gonna back up because it's 10 feet.
Yeah,
So I can go
feet
around.
over. So you take a
What?
step back.
There's a trap. There's someone in there, but it's a trap. Unless you feel like you can
They
fight
okay?
off dark magic, they'll be fine. I don't actually know if I know what this is. Or Shay doesn't.
You are filling me with confidence, hey?
Is it one of the cultists? Is it her?
I have no idea. I mean, she's got bones all over her, so probably.
I presume
She's got a
can
very
hear us, right?
She's got a very consistent.
I most
style.
definitely can hear you, little puppies.
Yeah, I thought. I'm not a puppy.
Oh, you most certainly are.
Well, puppies are cute, so I guess there's worse things.
This is an interesting group of puppies my brother has sent to me this time.
I'm uncomfortable with how much she's calling us puppies.
Perhaps you will fare better than the last.
Can I cast Sacred Flame on her?
You can try.
I'm gonna try. I just want to see if she's, like, real or not. And also, Bernie probably thinks that she can take her, if I'm being honest.
I want to.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what is my DC?
13.
That's a natural 13.
Does that go to me or her?
Plus bonuses. She has bonuses.
Ah, damn it.
So she would beat that.
And ties always go to the attacker.
Yeah.
In 5e.
So these white flames sort of lick at her armor, and you can see she just quickly pats them out, almost as if they were never there. She raises a hand. No.
Can't blame me for trying.
I most certainly
I think she can.
But I won't. I enjoy when the puppies have a bit of bite to them.
Can I, like, back up into the stairs a little bit?
Sure. So I am going to shift you guys to the map.
My goal is to get out of her eyesight.
Alright, let me screen share this map.
What is Zala doing again? Is she also backing up or no?
No, I am paralyzed. I can't move.
Okay, fuck. Alright, I'm not letting Shay push me back then.
Try and, like, shake Eloise. I don't think that will be effective, but that is my plan.
I had a cool idea, but if Bernie's not letting Shay get back out of sight, she's not going to do it. So.
What's your cool idea?
I can't tell you!
Wait,
I'll type it.
Bernie's not stopping Shay, right? Bernie's just not going back.
Yeah, I'm not stopping Shay. But if Shay is, like, giving me a look, like, if she, like, makes eye contact with me and is like, I got a plan, then I'm gonna, I'll see what she...
Love the feet
shit.
right there.
I'm gonna let Shay go past me and, like, step in front of her so that, like, Shay's behind me.
She's just small, so, like...
Yeah, and... Oh god, are we in, like, combat now? Do we have a turn? Can I, like, start shaking Zala?
She does not seem to be overly interested with you all. She seems to be carving something into the ground with her giant ass scythe. And now that you are closer, you can see that there is a large rune, like an arcane circle, engraved into the stone, the stonework of where Zala and Eloise have stepped, and Shay as well, but she shook it off.
Shay is gonna shift into the form of the Lord when she is out of sight of the lady carving a rune.
Alright,
Fucking nice. Do it.
oh wow, it was a natural 1 for her perception.
Yes!
She seems overly invested in what she's doing. She doesn't even really bring her eyes up to examine those of you who made it through whatever spell she cast.
And because my clothes do not change with me, and I don't think anyone wants to see the Lord in a crop top. She's gonna wrap her like cloak thing around her so that like it's completely covering herself.
Galaxy brain.
And then she's gonna step up back in front of, squeeze through the crowd of frozen people, and she's gonna sort of shout out to this lady, "Sister, please, you need to stop. We have come to talk."
Cordelia doesn't know what's happening and is losing her mind.
Her hand pauses, and Bernie and Alois notice that there's a slight tremble to it. She looks up and raises an eyebrow at you. "It has been a long time, brother."
Yes, it has.
"Tell me, what brings you here, out of the safety of the Shadow Blight Lantern?"
It seemed that sending groups on their own was not doing much. I figured the only way to help would be to come in person.
"The only way to help is to agree to my terms."
I don't know what her terms are.
Agree to them. Whatever they are.
Maybe we could rediscuss these terms. Come to some sort of out of character. I can't think of the word. Oh, compromise. Yes. It's been a long day,
That's fair.
and I'm not good at this accent.
Observing you very carefully. And AJ, I need you to make a deception check.
Can I ready an attack or something if she attacks Shay to try and attack at the same time, if that makes sense?
Sure.
I'm just checking real quick to see if I have some kind of bonus. I don't think I do.
I want to
but...
try and help Shay with this by grabbing his arm and saying, like, "My lord, this is not a good idea. I think we need to leave." Just to maybe help. I don't know if that's gonna help super much, but just to try push narrative that, like, yeah, this is him.
Is there anything to try to break out of the paralysis?
I will give you another wisdom save.
Both of us?
Both of you, yeah.
That's an 8.
But if it'd help if we slapped you really hard.
But I want to pretend like I'm still frozen.
I
Okay.
got a 7.
What did you get, Eloise?
I critted, so I got a 25.
Oh, okay. Do you feel the muscular paralysis that you were under begin to subside? There's still tension, but you are able to keep your poise and keep your position as if you were still under the effects of this spell.
Do you give me a wink so I stop shaking you? Because I will.
I don't
keep
know how
shaking.
to wink.
That's,
You know.
yeah, you know
Commitment.
now.
Commitment,
Sort of
Alois.
wink.
She knows how to wink, but she doesn't know when to use it.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm still vaguely going as I'm preparing for my attack.
So,
And I would like to slowly start summoning my shadows behind her. And start, like, creeping up.
sure. What? Your shadows?
Yeah, to be bound for butchery.
Gotcha. That's a save on her part if you.
Yeah,
get
but
it off
slow.
of her. Yeah.
To try to catch her off guard.
Yep. So AJ, as you are speaking in the Lord's voice, your accent. You've not practiced accents
To
much.
be fair,
I know.
I was gonna say she does. It's not an accent thing. She gets his voice. It's just that
Okay.
That's just the part of the feature.
The intonation of how he speaks is not one-to-one, and this woman's eyes
Oh no.
narrow. We lost Lynn again. There she is. This woman's
Welcome back.
eyes narrow at you, and she grins while pulling her scythe up, and you're all able to see that she has completed whatever carving she was trying to make. This is a good attempt, but no. My brother would not be stupid enough to come where I could kill him so easily.
And I guess Shay will shift back and say, well, it was worth it to try.
So you all watch as the form of Gerhard melts away, revealing your companion Shay.
That makes more sense.
The woman tilts her head at you. You are an interesting puppy. All of you are.
Why? Why the puppies? Why?
Stop calling us puppies.
Because I enjoy killing and kicking the puppies that my brother foolishly sends to die.
Casey, I'm going to say that Eloise wants her shadows to strike when it seems like she's about to make her play, sort of deal.
Alright.
I think Shay is done with this. Her attempt at deception has failed, and she's just going to run up and punch her stab her a couple times.
Oh god!
Alright.
Okay, we're doing
Because
this.
she does have 40 feet of movement, and that'll get her right here.
So, as you begin moving, she places the butt end of her scythe down on the circle, and you see this glow erupting from beneath her. And as you begin to close the distance, she begins to shrink into the ground. Her last line to you is, I hope you puppies enjoy my plaything. Perhaps we shall meet again. And,
Do my shadows not do anything?
your shadows do not seem to affect her. They make the motion, but they don't connect with her in the same way they should.
So she wasn't actually there then.
My secret flame hit her. Or hit her.
Shay, I will allow you an attack on her as she is trying to get away.
Do I get an attack with my readied spell?
Your attack was specifically if she went to attack Shay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would have let you, if she attacked anyone else, I would have let you spin that into attacking her as well, but because you specified the way you did.
Damn my specificity.
What was that?
I got a 15.
Your punch almost connects. Like, brushing just close to hitting her in the chin. And you can see her eyes get a bit wide when she does. She smiles at you before disappearing into the ground. The runes fade. And in the back of this room, you can hear chains rattling. thunderous movement. As making its way along this path here is this strange six-armed figure. Pale, dead-looking skin covering it. Its chest has been split open and sewn back up. A row of candles lines along its back, and it is carrying two enormous-looking iron cages in the top pair of hands. In the others, it's carrying this rusty-looking chain. And I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
Cordelia is violently shaking you at this point.
Scotty, I will give you another wisdom save.
Initiative. Well, either my initiative or my wisdom save is a nat 1, so... And I was planning on rolling the wisdom save first, so...
Oh.
Question, Casey, do my shadows dissipate, or are they still there?
They are still there.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do then.
And my initiative is a 7.
8.
Alright.
17.
15.
So, 20 to 25 initiative. Okay. 15 to 20.
Y'all have to say things.
Yeah, I'm writing.
I 17.
17. Cordelia, you said you got 15? Alright. 10 to 15.
I got 12.
5 to 10?
8.
7.
You and me, Zala, at the bottom. High five.
And I'm still paralyzed, so I
What is
can't
your-
high five.
What is your dexterity modifier, Zala?
My dexterity modifier is 1. Oh, no, excuse me. My initiative would have been an 8 then, not a 7. I forgot my initiative modifier. Hi. I'm good at D&D, y'all. Can you tell I've been playing for like 12 years?
Yes, because that's the trait of someone who's been playing that long.
Specifically for playing that long and for playing as many different systems as I play.
Alright. So we begin combat with Alois. You see this large six-armed figure standing up on a sort of raised bit of the room, looking down upon Shay.
I would like to cast Entangle on it. And then I would like to use my shadows to try to constrict it.
Alright.
And that's a strength saving throw of 13.
That's a nat
For the,
20.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, it still needs to roll a charisma saving throw then for the shadows.
That's a nat 6. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah. So, it failed. Definitely.
Okay, it is knocked prone and restrained then.
Alright. Shay, you witness this large figure, the shadows sort of extending underneath it, whipping up and kind of wrapping around its leg, tugging and knocking this creature right on its ass. That makes it Cordelia.
I'm going to attack it.
Are you intending to kill it? That matters.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess.
Because it can't die unless it takes damage while you are trying to kill it.
I mean, she's not, like, actively thinking, man, I want to murder this thing, but she's in no way holding back.
Intent is important to this ability.
She is scared of it and wants it to go away or die and not hurt her, and will not hold back in the pursuit of it going away or dying. So I think that counts. If it's knocked or prone, does that affect my attack roll? Does that give me advantage?
Melee attacks are an advantage.
Oh, okay.
Ranged attacks are a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's okay. That's a 22 to hit. I think.
Surprisingly, yes, that hits.
And I'm gonna roll the damage on roll 20 because I'm lazy.
Very fair.
I will say, because I just looked up the restrained condition. Restrained means that you have advantage. So it would have been a flat roll.
Well, either of those rolls would have hit.
I rolled on, so I'm never going to use roll 20 again, but it does 4 damage.
Okay.
Didn't say what I was using. I'm a warlock, so I'm using Eldritch Blast.
How does this look for Cordelia?
So, I picture when she uses Eldritch Blast that each time it's like a slightly different hue, slightly different color, and it comes out with a loud pitch, like almost like a piano or something, at different notes. Each time she does, and this one she's scared, so I'm seeing a greeny blue, and it is a high-pitched note shooting straight up out of her hands.
Hi, my name is Scotty, and I love it when people play warlocks and give flavor to their Eldritch Blast.
They are
Hi, Scotty.
musical blasts.
Okay. So
I love that Cordelia is a musical girl.
Yeah.
Or magical girl, I mean, not musical girl.
she's both.
She's a musical magical girl.
If that
Spoiler alert for campaign 2.
If that is your turn, that will make it Shay's turn now.
No, wait. Oh, no. Somebody went between... Wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah.
Did I? I mean, it's
No,
possible.
Because I forgot that Cordelia was the one who went at 15, and then I was like, there has to be somebody who is above me. Nope. So, Shay is gonna get up in the range of this creature, and she's gonna go to town on it, because it's, like, on the ground.
And restrained.
And
by my
restrained.
shadows.
So, this creature is a few feet above you. It's difficult to see on the map here, but it is like 5 feet above you. So I would give you...
She is 5 feet tall.
Yeah, I would give you a disadvantage on that, but you have advantage already, so...
Can I get up there?
You could definitely get up there, yeah. You've got enough
It
movement. It's like a 10-foot ladder. You could quickly scamper up it and
Yeah, I've got
it.
I've got plenty of movement left.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I wanted to clarify the layout.
Monks.
Then I am.
It
up
can't make
here.
attacks of opportunity, so...
Throw it
All right,
down.
so
I'm gonna
wail away. You have
Yeah.
advantage.
So first one is going to be with her spear, two-handed. That was garbage rolls. That's
Was it a
that's
hit?
that's an 11.
That hits. Now that you're up close, you can see that this thing is not wearing any armor of any kind.
I can't wait to collect a trophy from this thing. Alois says that out loud.
10 damage. And then I'm gonna do flurry of blows and kick it because her hands are occupied.
That's monks for you.
That's a 21 for the first one.
And that hits.
Let me see. I don't know how monks work. You would think I would. So that first one is 5 damage. And that one was a natural 18, so 23. So that's gonna be only 1 damage.
Alright. Is that everything you want to do?
Yeah.
That makes it Bernie's turn.
I will try and drag Zala, because there's nothing I can do to help. Or no, we're far enough back that I'm not worried about it immediately hitting you. So I will just... Okay, do I know this spell? Like, I know that Cure Wounds doesn't fix, like, petrification or anything like that, but can I try and see if maybe that would help her any amount? Like, I'm just trying to think of a way I can help Zala, and I don't know what to do.
You have guidance?
Guidance?
It's a cantrip. Cleric cantrip.
I do not
Damn.
have guidance.
You should get guidance. It's good.
You should get guidance. It's useful.
I will get guidance.
So, what you know is that it is very likely, given the rune on the floor and the rune the woman engraved into the ground before she left, that Zala is under the effects of some kind of enchantment.
Oh, bless.
Doesn't seem like it's life-threatening. It just seems to be immobilizing her currently.
So the effect of the immobilization comes from the rune on the floor?
Maybe.
And she had...
Does Bernie have bless?
Bernie does have bless. Wait, did you say
That's
so? I might have
saving
cut
throw
out.
one.
Yeah, that's the one you would want to help
AJ
with
corrected
saving
us.
throws. Yeah, guidance is for skill checks.
I had
Okay,
to
I
mix it
do
up.
have bless. I could either... So wait, so she had scratched this rune into the ground with her scythe, right?
Yes.
So reasonably, if I cast Mending on the ground, it would break her circle?
Is it broken?
I mean, mending to, like, repair the
The
floor
carved stone,
that she's
yeah.
carved through. You can certainly try, is what I will say.
You guys like to stretch the possibilities
I
of
also have
mending.
a
She
crowbar.
carved
If
into the
you just
ground.
want to smash it.
I think that is well within the use of mending. Alright, now, okay.
It's important to be creative with this game.
It's true.
I'm cool
Shape
with it.
water has shown.
Yeah, as
I'm still feeling like the shape water abuse is a little egregious, but
Me and
mending
Aaron
feels like
talked
it
about
falls
that.
within possibilities.
I gave Aaron a damage, so shape water
Yeah.
is now like a cantrip level damage.
Right.
I mean, you certainly could. You don't have detect magic on, so you don't know if this circle is magic, was a conduit for magic.
That's a good point. Right now.
yeah.
I'll use bless instead. So I will bless Zala, Shay, and
Can you reach me?
it is 30 feet.
No.
Ah, damn it! Even if I moved, I wouldn't be able. Wait. I don't want to overextend. But also, you're out there on your own.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
What are you? I don't want to be 2 turns of movement away from you.
I mean, that
Go
thing
down
is
and
still
get feet lane.
prone and restrained right now, so
Now.
But a lot
it's
of
gonna-
things can change in a single turn.
we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna run here.
She's also 5 feet up. So if you want to do some geometry and figure out
Can
what
we not do geometry?
figure
can
out
we-
what the hypotenuse
Can we avoid
is.
that? Do y'all know how long it's been since I've done geometry?
I actually
Squared
thought
plus
that
B
in
squared equals C
D&D
squared.
the height didn't matter.
It does at a certain point.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, 5 feet isn't gonna affect the range that much.
The current level, it won't add anything. But if Shay was like 10 feet up, I would probably add to what
5 feet onto
5
the.
feet, yeah, onto what you.
I'm
need.
still out of your range though.
That's
She
okay.
Is still out of your range.
At least now, if you like go down, I can come over and cast Cure Wounds. So I will use Bless on Zala, Alois, and Cordelia. So you guys get a 1d4 to expend on a saving throw or attack roll.
Every time.
Is it every time? All right, cool.
Every
And it's gonna
time. So remind
be
people.
Concentration for the next minute.
Bless is one of my favorite cleric spells.
Such
Okay,
a good
stop.
spell.
It's so useful.
It and Bane are just.
Mm.
Is that everything you want to do, Bernie?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, how
I,
exactly does bless work? Is it a bonus or is it advantage or
You roll an
It's just
extra
a
1d4.
that you
Extra
can add on.
D4.
1d4? Okay.
Yeah.
The way that I will do it is like I kind of like run my hand through my hair and like flames lick at my fingers and I just like tap everyone on the shoulders. I'm like running past and I'm like, okay, goodbye.
I imagine it's like
Yes, because you can reach Zala's shoulder.
I just imagine it's like from the end of like a sports thing where they're all like shaking hands, but you're just like patting them on the shoulder, like good
You
job,
run up through
good
the
job.
middle.
Sorry, great job. And I like jump up and like clap on his shoulder and I'm
Yeah.
like, I believe in you.
That will make it Zala's turn though.
Great. So I assume I'm making a wisdom save, yes?
You are
Plus a
making
D4.
a wisdom save plus a D4.
I got a 7.
With the d4?
With the D4. I rolled a 1 on the D4 and a 6 on my D20. I'm having a bad time.
Dice jail. You need a dice jail.
Oh no! Stop
Zala-
using the dice.
Your muscles still feel incredibly tight. However, at the end of your turn, so you don't get a turn this time, but you feel
You're taking pity on me and freeing me?
no. This was written in the notes.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, I expected more of you to get hit by this, so that's just my fault. You feel the magic paralyzing your muscles relax. And you, again, tense. It's, tough, but you can move again. But that will bring us to the big boy. It's his turn.
He is restrained and prone.
Right. Restrained, I believe I need to make a save to get out of that. That's an action too, isn't it?
It sure is.
Okay, well I will make the restrained save first because if he's If he fails that, I don't see a reason how he can get up.
Okay, it's strength.
Strength? Okay. DC?
13.
Let's see. Yeah, plus... What is strength? That will make it 13. 13.
I think
So it
that
beats it.
saves.
Okay. So, this creature manages to shake off your restraints, like, and just sort of tears the shadows out of the ground. Stands.
It is how
Yep. Go
it is
ahead.
still prone though.
It can't get up.
Restrained and prone are two different things, and you have to spend your action to become unrestrained, and then it takes another action to get up.
It's not
It-
another
you
action to
can get
get up. It's
movement to
half
get
your
up.
move to
It
get
is-
up.
yeah, it's half
Yeah.
your movement.
Unless
Different in
the ability
Pathfinder.
says otherwise.
It's different in Pathfinder.
Yes. So this creature pulls the shadows that were binding it, tearing them apart, and stands up to this impressive 10, 11 foot height, looks down at you, Shay, and snarls.
Okay, but I want it down here. Get it down here.
That's what's going to happen next turn, hopefully. Brings us to Alois.
I do not hope for that.
Okay,
I do.
That
I'm
was its
going
turn.
to cast Entangle on it. Roll strength 13 check.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's got a pretty high strength.
Got a 14.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Um,
So these vines sort of break through the stone and wrap around this creature and sort of pulls at its arm, like tearing the roots from the grounds themselves.
Alright, then I am moving up just past Bernie and then casting Shillelagh.
All right. Is that everything?
Yes.
All right, Cordelia.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast again, but I am adding more to the flavor because I realized it makes sense and is cooler. So, her sleeve, part of her sleeve is a bunch of musical notes, and I feel like when she sends out each of these blasts, each of the notes is a slightly different color, so each of the blasts that is a different color, she pulls the energy sort of from those tattoos, which forms the different note and the different color in that blast that she then sends off.
I love that.
It's
I love that
cool.
so much.
Oh gosh. An extra d4, right? On my attack roll?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Does a 10 hit?
10 just hits.
Oh. Awesome. Because with a +5 and an extra d4, I rolled a 10. And that is 5 damage.
All right, you
I
let loose
will move
this
a bit closer.
harmony of music, sort of the notes traveling down your arm as you sort of fire them out at this creature. They explode against its massive hide, and this loud ringing can be heard all around. It kind of reaches up and covers its ears. That will bring us to Shay.
So I can't see that Zala is free, correct?
With your passive perception at what it is.
14.
Oh, I thought it's only.
My passive is 14.
I got it down here wrong. I will say you are still able to sort of see Zala moving again.
Okay. So I am going to use my action to attack it two-handed with my spear. That's a 23.
That hits.
For 6 damage. And then I'm going to use a key point to bonus action Step of the Wind to disengage. And I'm going to use all of my movement to back up.
Okay. So you kind of jump down the 5-foot sort of incline that you're up on and make your way back toward the rest of your group. This creature sort of, you duck underneath one of its arms, avoiding any blows that might have rained on you.
And that is my turn.
Alright, that makes it Bernie.
I will. How's everyone looking? How's Shay looking for hit points? It didn't hit you,
I'm
right?
fine.
Okay, great. Then I will cast. I will cast Inflict Wounds.
Is that a ranged spell? I thought it was touch. I could be wrong. I haven't played a cleric.
I'm pretty sure it's
I
touch.
think it is touch. Never mind. I will cast Sacred Flame.
Sorry.
I keep forgetting.
Unfortunately, Inflict Wounds is on my spell list, so...
There is a spell that's similar that is a ranged attack. It
You have
is.
to get that.
Yeah, it's similar.
That's okay though, because I shouldn't be blowing all of my spell slots anyways.
So, Sacred Flame, that's Dex save.
Dexterity
Right?
saving throw. Yes.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Yay! Do I do extra damage? Damn it!
Sure, why not? You
Yay!
can roll an extra d4 for your damage.
That is 3 plus 6 points, and it's radiant. I don't know if that changes. I don't know if that doubles or anything, but it's radiant. And I think the way that this works is it's almost like some sort of firebending move. She has her arms behind her, and as she drags them through the air, flames gather at her arms, and then she holds her hands out and they leap forward. I think they're
Nice.
greenish and then white at the tips,
Alright, so you draw your hand back, gathering the energy in the air, heating it with your own magic, and as you release it from your hand, you ignite it, and this greenish-white flame just jets out from your hand and travels up this creature's chest and through its neck to its face, burning it, and you can... thankfully, none of you are close enough to really get the proper smell of burning, rotten flesh. It does not look nice, and you can imagine it does not smell that well either. Is that everything you want to do, Bernie?
Yep.
Alright, that makes it Zala.
So Zala is angry. Which she doesn't like being angry. Let's put it that way. She's not fond of this feeling. And she is going to sort of throw down her shield and battle axe. And she's going to bite into her thumb and then just smear blood down her arm and cast Expeditious Retreat on herself so that she can run forward at twice her movement. I need to zoom out so I can see how far I need to go. So yeah. And she's 8 feet tall, so she can definitely hit this fucker, since he's only 5 feet off of her level. And as she's running forward, she pulls her great axe and swings at it. and is going to rend herself for the damage, assuming it hits. Am I still under the effects of Bless?
Yeah. Yep.
It didn't matter anyway. I got a nat 20. Zala's really mad.
Nice.
So my damage was 2d6, and my rend die is a d4. So 8 points of slashing damage and 2 points of Rendigger.
Alright, Zala, you rushing up to this creature, letting your anger guide you. You cleave through one of it brings its arm up to sort of block your attack, and you cleave through flesh and bone in one mighty swing, and watch as the arm sort of and just dangles there, barely hanging on by just a few sinews of muscle. Is that everything for your turn?
Yeah, that's all. I used a bonus action, I used a move action, and I used a standard action.
Alright. So this creature, as a bonus action, kind of reaches over with one of its arms and tears off the arm that Zala basically severed, tossing it aside. Looking around, it takes hold of these iron cages that it's holding and places them in front of it. It opens the doors to the cages, and you watch as these blue flames begin to ignite. And stepping out of the cages are two shadowy figures.
Well, that's no
Will
good.
that decrease its strength score, Casey, if it loses an arm?
You'll have to try and find out. It still has 5 more. But that is its action, because...
Oh, yeah. I didn't double my damage.
Well, that was foolish of you.
I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
It was 13 slashing damage and 2 rend damage, because I don't think my rend damage doubles on a crit. I think it's just the rend damage.
13 instead of 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still up. It's looking pretty messed up, but it is still up.
I critted, and then I didn't actually do my crit damage.
That was
so
foolish of you.
It was. Not quite as foolish as Eleutherius using tongues twice when he could have only used it once, but...
That was amazing. Yeah.
He's only had magic for like 8 months. Cut him some slack.
Then you call the busy wizard down from his tower, make him do it for you.
He's doing his
best.
best.
The wizard almost kills us all by summoning a demon.
Yeah, well... Oh, there's a... Okay, brief side tangent. Lynn, have you ever seen the, Dingo Doodles? She left. Oh, no, you're still there. Sorry.
No, May disappeared on us.
Have you seen Dingo Doodles? They do, D&D.
Have a little bit. Yeah, I have a little bit.
In one of their episodes, they introduced a character called Mr. Wizardly, and the character we just met, the wizard, reminds me so much of him.
We'll have to check it out. That's
strong
so good.
Mr. Wizardly vibes.
Valid.
Anyway, back to this game. So it is top of the round now, and Green Shadow got a really, really high initiative.
Great.
So Green Shadow is going to attack you, Scotty.
I'm sure.
With a... Is that Yeah, an 18 to hit.
That'll hit me.
You take 4 necrotic damage.
Okay, I take 4 necrotic damage. I would like to use a reaction to cast Courageous Rebuttal.
Sure. Your strength is also reduced.
I need that!
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
It's until the next short or long rest. So
I'm
it's,
so upset.
it's not permanent, thankfully.
Okay, so I cast Courageous Rebuttal. I make a melee weapon attack against it. Total of 20. No, total of... Yeah, I rolled my 1d4. 20 plus 4 is 24. I can do math. Hi.
I'm trying to...
So 24 to attack.
Yeah, of course that hits.
And I am going to rend myself to that as well. Holy shit. I was angry and dealt 12 slashing damage and 4 rend damage to it, and received... That's 12, 4, so I receive 8 temporary HP, reduced by the 4 that I dealt to my... No. 4 that I dealt to myself gets taken out of my main HP. So, yeah. I rolled max
you said it
damage.
Was 6 slashing
Oh,
damage?
excuse me. It's 12. 12 plus 2 is 14 slashing damage. Excuse me. 14 slashing damage and 4 rend damage.
Alright. So you notice that as you pull your great axe through this shadowy figure, the axe itself is not dealing as much damage as it might, but the ichor from your rend lingers within the creature.
Oh, fuck. I forgot I have damage reduction. Sorry, hi.
Don't forget that.
I forgot. I reduce any damage I take by 2, so my HP is actually higher than that.
Good. Alright. That is the Shadow's turn. That will make it Aloise's turn.
Okay, I will cast Entangle on these 4 squares right here. They both have to make strength throws.
Alright. Alright, so Big Boy makes it, but the Shadow I don't think does. Yeah, no.
He did not beat a 13?
No.
No, then he is restrained. And also, that area is considered rough terrain now.
Alright, so these, is it vines that you want to use for Entangle? Or...
Yes.
Okay. Once more, you see these vines creeping out from underneath the rock that this is built upon. And the large creature with candles along its back, the candles which are lit, by the way, shakes off the entangle, but the vines wrap themselves around this strange shadowy figure, and they are restrained. Is that everything you want to do?
Then I will move forward.
Alright.
To there.
Okay. That makes it Cordelia's turn.
Hell yeah. I'm going to move forward again, but just a little bit, so that her head will And then I will
You just want to be on the screen.
cast at the big boy. Yeah, but I don't want to go close. Within range that they could hurt me. That's not something Cordelia's okay with.
It's not Cordelia's style.
No. I rolled a 15 to hit with Bless. I still have Bless?
Yep, that hits. You're going for the big boy, right?
Big boy.
Gotcha.
And that is a 7 in damage.
Alright. It is still up.
I'm not getting great damage rolls.
That will make it Shay's turn.
Okay. Well, she's going to go back up here and she's going to start punching a ghost. Maybe. I don't know if this is even going to do anything. Well, I'd say punching a ghost. She's going to try to stab it with her spear, and she only got a 10.
A 10, unfortunately...
Oh no.
We lost Lynn. Again. Unfortunately misses. You find it difficult to really find any purchase with your spear against these creatures, and just miss, veering slightly to the side.
And I'll try to kick it. That's 22.
That will hit.
For 5 damage.
As you bring your fist through this creature, once again you, like Zala, you watched, you see this, that the punch doesn't hold as much weight as before. However, bringing your fist through this ghost, you manage to break up enough of its essence that it is barely visible now. And the moment you snap your fist back, maybe readying for another blow, you watch as this shadowy figure gets drawn into one of the cages. The blue flame that was ignited snuffs out, and the cage snaps shut.
Do I have enough movement to get back up where the big guy is?
How much movement did you use to get there?
I believe I was here. So... Well, I took... Yeah. I think I was here. I should have just enough.
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay, I'm back up there, ready to punch him.
Alright. If that's your turn, that will make it Bernie's turn.
I'm gonna run forward to right there. Everyone's still Gucci? We all Gucci on health points? Okay.
No.
You're not?
I'm in battle. Of course I'm not good on health points.
How are you doing?
I'm doing better than I'll be fine.
Okay, give me an upfront answer, because I'm not gonna have you turn into the next Molly.
The upfront answer is you don't need to heal me.
Okay.
The upfront answer is I have plenty of temporary HP right now.
Awesome. Then
Because holy shit, I got a lot of temporary HP from smacking that ghost.
Then I'm going... has a foot in this square, right?
Yeah, sorry, what?
He's standing in this square right here, right?
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
cool. So I am going to cast Toll the Dead, and with necromantic spells, because of my domain, creatures that are standing within 5 feet of each other, I can hit both of them. And so since he's at 5 feet, I will be hitting both of them with Toll the Dead. So they both need to make wisdom saving throws.
Alright. Alright. They both failed.
Great. And is that ghost missing any hit points? I know the big monster is. No? Okay. So he will be taking 1d8 and the big monster will be taking 1d12.
And this is necrotic damage?
Oh shit. I should have asked beforehand if they would get healed by this, but I didn't. That's something I keep fucking forgetting to do. Well, the ghost only takes 1 point of damage. The big monster takes 6. Does it look like they are healed by this?
It does not look like they are healed by it. The big creature looks like it is not as affected by the magic, and the ghost doesn't look to have been affected by it at all.
Alright, for someone so wise, I'm very dumb. I keep fucking forgetting. That's okay.
You're just a little more impulsive than Bernie sometimes.
I am much more impulsive than Bernie. Also, I have to run to the front door real quick.
Yep, no worries, that's your turn. That will make it Zala's turn.
I'm gonna smack the big monster.
Smack it good.
Alright, that is a 20-something. 20...
It hits.
Oh, do I have my strength back? Was that... How long was that?
Nope.
Okay, it's until a rest, right?
Until a short or long
Okay.
rest.
Cool. So that's 20... 20, yeah, it's, I can't make brain numbers. $10 plus, so that's 12 slashing damage and 4 rend damage. As I continue to lightly fuck myself up, to hurt things.
10 slashing, 4 rend?
Yes, 10 slashing, 4 rend.
It's looking pretty fucked up.
Good. That's what I want it to look like.
Well, good, because that's what it is. Now, it is the Shadow's turn. And the Shadow is going to try and break free of its restraints. So it has to make a strength saving throw, I believe.
Correct. It needs to get to or beat a 13.
Nope. Still going to be restrained on its turn. So, that's the Shadow's turn. Now it is the big boy's turn. Okay. The big boy is going to make a cleave attack. So first hit on Shay. I think that's 18. Let me double check. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, so you will take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And Blood Hand. That is a natural 1. So brings this large rusty chain and sort of swings it around the other way. Collides with Shay, and you sort of duck underneath this large chain that is swung over your head. That brings us all the way to the top, and that will make it Aloise's turn, because Green Shadow is dead.
Alright, so I will move Aloise to over here, and I'm gonna smack it with my shillelagh.
Go for it.
Does 16 hit?
Yep.
Alright, it takes 5 magical bludgeoning damage.
All right. Is that everything you want to do?
Yes.
All right, Cordelia.
I am muted. I am going to not cast Eldritch Blast. I'm going to use Cheerful Song, and on everyone except for Bernie. It will be cheerful because that is necessary for the motivation, but it will also be dramatic, badass music.
Interesting
fight to.
combination of
Like the music
adjectives.
that's currently playing.
Cheerful badass. Yeah, sort of like this. It's like upbeat, but intense. And that will give you each of you 1 temporary hit point and a +1 on your next ability, attack, or saving throw, I believe.
Except for me.
We'll check. Yes.
Except for you.
In danger's reach. Yeah, attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made before my next go.
All right.
That's my turn.
Excellent. That brings us to Shay.
Okay, I'm gonna stab it with my spear.
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it up.
It's looking really fucked up.
You'll have.
That is, so with the +1, that is a 17.
Yep.
And that is 10 damage. And then I'm gonna kick it.
Hold on, I gotta do a thing.
You gotta do a math.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, you know what really sucks? So I rolled the die before you said wait,
Sorry.
and it got a 1. And then I rolled it again, and it got another 1.
Oh.
Oh my god, destined to get a 1.
So that die, despite being really, really pretty, like, look at it, it's so pretty, is going in the dice jail, because that's garbage.
Couldn't
Yay,
jail
baby,
with that.
jail.
I will say, with your first attack, it looked to be ready to collapse.
Well, that's frustrating, because I don't have any key points left.
Sorry.
Oh.
That will... I think that... Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. Bernie, it's your turn.
Shay, it seemed like you were getting... You're not doing so hot?
I'm okay, actually. I could
Okay.
probably take 2 more hits from that thing.
Okay, well since it's so low, I will cast Sacred Flame once more.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Damn it! Alright.
These dice from Beholder's Gaze, my goodness, they are rolling well for me.
Get rid of them!
I don't think so.
What?
No, I'm not going to get rid of them.
Okay.
Is that
By the way,
your-
we have a ton of rounds left on Bless, so don't forget to use it, because it's gonna last like the rest of this combat counter.
is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Zala.
I'm gonna swing at the big monster. Um,
Go for it.
my dice from the Crooked Tavern are really loving me today. That was a 19 on the die,
That
so...
hits.
Alright, 6, 8, 10 slashing damage, and 1 rend damage.
So your blade cuts into it, and you see it fall to one knee. And a moment later, it gets right back up. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Shadow is gonna try and break free. Nat 20 on trying to break free, so that's its action. And then the Lamplighter is going to do another swing at Shay and Bloodhound. 16 to hit you, Shay?
Yep.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And a 13 to hit you, Bloodhound?
13 will not hit me.
Okay. So you manage to duck out of the way once again as this creature brings this large rusty chain around. That will bring us all the way to the top to Alois.
I am gonna smack this ghost thingy spirit, whatever it is, the blue guy, with my shillelagh.
Go for it.
Are we still under the effects of Bless?
Yeah, we will be most likely for this combat encounter. I'll let you guys know when we're around out.
And that's a +1, right?
1d4.
1d4.
I believe you also have a +1 from Cordelia.
Yes.
That doesn't matter because I critically failed.
Unfortunately, yeah, that wouldn't matter. Is that everything you want to do?
Yes.
Alright. Cordelia.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the big boy
Go for it.
with 14. That hit.
Yep, that hits.
Right. Yeah.
Roll some damage for me.
Damage.
What
How much?
What did you get?
Oh, 8 damage.
8
Sorry.
damage.
It must
Cordelia,
not have read.
how would you like to do this?
So I have a silly thought, but she's playing this tune, and it's basically the equivalent, the closest equivalent you can get on a lyre, of a bass drop, as she sends blast of sound towards the creature, and I think, like earlier, it sort of resounds, it hits the creature, but then the sound resounds in its head and through its ears, which sort of shakes it, if that makes sense. I am
It does.
good at descriptions.
So you strum your lyre, dropping this bass drop on it. I have no idea personally what that sounds like. You release this wave.
Make lots of cool noises.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You release this wave of
There's
magical
magic involved, it's
energy
okay.
that collides right into the center of this creature. And it sort of like ripples through its entire body. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be affected by it. And then you see this look of pain across its face as it claws at its ears, trying to muffle a sound that no one else can hear. And a few moments later, this black ichor oozes from its ears, its eyes, the corners of its mouth, as it falls to the ground, collapsing. And when it does so, this other shadowy creature fades away, and the blue flame in that cage is snuffed out. However, the door is still open.
Is it... Are they... Good? We're good? think. Does anyone know what that was?
No.
Do
But it's
I know
ours
what that
now.
was?
Eloise, you're not entirely sure, but this thing you just fought looks kind of similar to the friend you made last night.
Oh, maybe. I hope this isn't my friend that I met last night.
What friend?
What?
Well, they had 6 arms too. Maybe they know each other. I hope this isn't them. That would be very sad to lose a friend so quickly.
Doesn't seem like a nice friend.
Well, no, they waved hi. I mean, they didn't wave hi, but I waved to them, and they were with a bunch of people walking towards this direction, actually.
I am going to cast Mending on the floor. Just
Where?
on the magic circle.
Which one?
Just to see all of them.
Okay.
The cantrip, so I can do it.
You can.
I'm
I was curious is all. Yeah.
I won't interrupt them, each of the magic circles, just in case there's any, like, effects that are happening.
Cool.
May I try to close the coffin, I guess?
The iron cage?
The iron cage, yeah.
Yeah, you can. It closes, but it doesn't latch.
Was the lock
Mending working?
There doesn't seem to be a working lock on it, but you can't open the other door.
Is there a lock? Is it just, like, broken, or?
There is, but it... Like, there's no... Like, it's a lock that you would lock with a key. And there's no key.
Can I tie it together with my hempen rope?
Of course you can.
Wait, what can't we open?
The other cage that this creature is holding.
Okay.
They were holding 2 large iron cages that
Yeah.
spirits came out of.
Does mending work on the...
Yeah. Bernie sort of waves her hand in this, not any particular pattern, and you can see the floor slowly beginning to kind of reform itself, messing up whatever kind of sigil was drawn here.
I imagine that, like, along the cracks, it's almost like when you burn paper, and there's, like, that red line, and then it, like, heals together.
Definitely.
And she's, pats her hands on her skirt and says, is anyone hurt? Shay, Zala, are you alright?
I'm not doing great.
I am very cold. Because she would have had to take the cloaks off to be fighting, so she is very cold. And that is a big deal to her, at least. Clearly her problems.
Bernie just, like, gestures at the clothes on the floor as she makes her way over to Shay. So Zala, you're not doing well. Alois, do you have spell slots left to heal yourself, or?
I can use healing hands on myself.
Alright, then I will heal Shay and Zala. I dropped my dice.
And Zala's gonna go collect her shield and battle axe that she threw dramatically on the floor when she was unparalyzed.
9 points for Shay, and 10 points for Zala.
Lovely. I'm back to full.
Can Cordelia search on these desks?
You definitely can. I think we will handle that when we come back from a short 10-minute break. So
I need water.
Yeah, I need to.
Who has the
coffee
giveaway
as
winners?
well. Aaron drew those names. So Aaron, why don't you tell us who the lovely winners are?
Yes, we have Joyden777 and A the Amazing, both on Twitter. have won.
Yay! Congratulations.
Hey, the amazing is a
Congratulations.
friend of the stream. That's our friend.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Yeah,
There's-
Roxy. We will also be DMing
Yes,
people as well.
we will be
Yeah.
reaching out to get, mailing information and what dice you want as well.
Or Roxy can just DM one of us right now on Discord.
That
since
works
she's
too.
watching.
Yeah, Roxy, feel free to send us a DM with that. But we're
What do you
gonna.
mean, what the heck, Roxy? You did
Yeah.
all the stuff to do it.
You won. You
Yeah.
won some
You
dice.
entered. You won. Random.org chose you.
Yeah, that's what the heck. Jeez.
And then be sure to check out Be Gay Roll Dice on Twitter
Yes, please do.
Yes.
Because they are.
and all of the many
They're fantastic.
podcasts therein.
Yeah, we're very happy to be a part of such an awesome and very gay network of shows because we're all very queer.
And
We sure
You guys
are.
are gay?
we do roll dice.
You didn't know that.
I'm 8.
Since when?
I would like to specify
Sorry to drop
I'm
the
a-
bomb now, May.
I'm
my
I'm
God.
two-spirit. I'm queer. I'm polyamorous. Sorry.
I
thought
know.
I
I'm
was the
also
only one.
ace.
Beautiful guys.
I'm so offended that you thought for half a second I was heterosexual.
Honestly, if
I'm
anybody
not.
looks at me and thinks,
I'm
"Oh,
not
that's
that.
a straight cis dude,"
I feel people still look at me and say that, but give it time.
you'll get there.
I'll
You'll
get there. I'll get there. Yes.
What's important is we know and we love you.
That's all that matters to me. So yeah, short 10-minute break, and then we will come back to see what these crazy folk are gonna do now.
Yay!
I have pie.
And Scotty has pie. And we're back from break. Everyone's got fresh coffee and have eaten foods.
Yes, coffee.
Quick thing
Yeah.
before we jump back in completely, just super
Yes,
fast.
we have
Starting next session, I am going to be raffling away a sketch by me every single session. We will go over the specific rules of that next week. But so stay tuned on the Twitter. We'll put out an announcement after the session tonight, and then make sure you come back every week for a chance to win a drawing.
Yeah, and of course, if you want to know what roughly that might look like, good examples are on her Twitter, LK_dark there, and then we've got the recap art on the Everyone Dice Twitter as well.
And we
so-
can also all tweet all the art we've ever commissioned from Lynn.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Same.
Yeah,
I've got like
I have-
concept images from like a story that me and Lynn have been working on for the past year or so. Oh my god! I can't.
You guys are my main source of commission income, so thank you.
We love you.
We love you, and
I love you
your
guys
work.
too. Thanks for the money.
and that one time I paid you in dice.
Yes.
Oh my god, that way. Okay, I like the money. I like the dice a little, more.
Yes. So, what would you all like to do now? Cordelia, you said you wanted to look on the tables to see if there was anything
Yeah.
of interest.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to sift through because there's barely anything there. You find a journal that is very old, a little bit burnt in places, but it is slightly legible. The only other thing besides that catches your attention is a strange looking skull. It's got twine bound around its eyes and around its head, and as you look a little closer, each one of the teeth has been painted with an arcane rune.
I'm gonna take the skull and the journal. They are mine now.
Alright, I will add...
And I'm gonna flick through this journal while everyone else is doing what they're doing.
That should be in your journal right now. There we go.
Ooh.
So what are the rest of you doing?
Alois is going to be abusing shape water to pull the 6-armed creature outside to bury it.
How?
It's like 11 feet tall.
You have a large, very strong companion. And the ability to ask favors.
Do I? Zala, can you help me move this person?
Yes,
bury
I
him?
can do that.
I'm going to look through things on the desk with Cordelia, like nearby-ish. Kind of hovering for a conversation, but we'll do that after.
You see what Cordelia has found. You find her not like pocketing, but taking the skull and the journal. Those seems to be the only things she found of interest. And as you kind of take a quick glance over, there's not much else there.
Wow, strange day, huh, Cordelia? It's been quite odd.
I guess.
I mean, do you
Is
hop
this-
through random portals and end up in the mountains frequently?
No. No, I suppose I don't. Do you?
No, I never have.
Thought you were the adventuring sort.
Oh, I've done a couple different things, but nothing ever like that. It was strange how everyone was touching them, but it was the two of us who managed to rip open a tear in reality, I guess.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, there's nothing special about me compared to Alois and Zala and Shay.
But there are things that are different.
There are. And maybe there's something we have in common?
I believe that your magic, like mine, comes from a higher place, and we were able to use that to help the portal function as it should have.
Bernie gets
Repair it.
markedly more excited when you say, like, I think we got our magic from a higher power. And she sort of, like, as you're shuffling along the desk, like, takes, like, a half a step closer. Not, like, a weird amount, but she was sort of a farther distance. So she steps into your, like, boundaries. And she says, so you're the religious sort?
Not exactly. Not in the way you are.
Oh. I thought that maybe, well, because of the way it worked back there, that we had that in common.
I'm afraid. Well, I don't think so. Oh,
You've killed
died.
Lane.
Goodbye, then, Bernie.
Bernie has been slain.
She just collapses
to the
in front of
ground.
me.
What did you say?
I don't believe they work in the same way. I wouldn't say I'm religious, no.
Oh.
Devoutly.
Alright.
There are many sources of power greater than just people.
There are. But I don't know. I guess I always thought the gods was where it began and ended.
Well, I mean, there's demons. They're
Well,
not
yes. I guess gods and anti.
I'm not. I have no relationship of any sort with any demon. I want to clarify.
I'm gonna insight check that statement.
Okay.
I just want to see
gonna
if you're
roll.
lying.
Deception. I got a. What did I get?
What did you get?
A 2, but that's +5, so 7.
I got a. Fuck, where's insight? I got an 8. I just beat you. I just beat you. Is that a lie? You lying?
Is Cordelia lying?
I mean, she might have relationships with people she would refer to as demons, but no, she's not. She's not a warlock of a demon.
Does she think that she is connected to a demon though? Like,
No.
no. So she knows it's not a
What she
demon.
said was being honest.
Okay, all right. Bernie nods and then says, "Not that I would judge you, but I might a little bit because I'm a judgy person by nature. But I wouldn't.
Would. Yes, I've gathered
yeah.
that from you.
But I wouldn't. You know, it's one of those things like sometimes you have a thought that pops into your head, but you know that that's not what you actually believe. It's just like your instinct, what you've been raised to believe. And my first instinct would be to judge you, and then I decide, well, Cordelia's a lovely girl. I have no reason to judge her.
Thank you. I mean, it probably is smart to be wary of anyone consorting with demons or devils.
Wary, but I don't know if that necessarily means they're a bad person.
No, I wouldn't say so either.
I mean, as far as I know, there's someone out there who would look at me and my god and think that I'm a bad person, but I'd hope not.
I would hope not too. I must admit I don't know much about your god, but apart from some of your more judgmental statements, you seem perfectly lovely.
I've made judgmental statements?
You're not aware?
No, I always think I'm being
Oh.
perfectly polite.
Oh, you have, again, it is not something I am faulting you for. It is simply one of your traits, but you seem to dislike people with traits that differ from yours in some respect.
What do you mean?
Maybe I'm picking up on it wrong, but from what I gathered, you think there's a right way for things to be done, and that everyone should be doing them that way.
For some
We did-
things... Yes. For other things... No, but...
And
Yeah,
I dislike that way of thought, but I respect your right to think like that.
Well, it's not... It's not, conscious. It's... I mean... Now that you
It's
pointed
okay.
out,
Or
I hope I haven't
young.
made... I
You
just
are
hope
young,
I haven't...
right.
Young enough. I hope I haven't made
Not
you
many.
feel uncomfortable. And if I have, I'm sorry. I don't like to be judged myself.
Water under the
and-
bridge, Ernie. It is forgotten.
All
We
right.
will start anew from this point as sisters in service of higher powers.
SISOHP. I like it. It's brief. It's catchy.
It is certainly brief.
She's got a merch idea.
Sisters in service of higher power. I gotta make that into a sticker now. Alright.
Oh God, is that going to be the name of this group?
You know what this is.
I mean, we
and
are
I
all
just had you
ladies.
skull.
I take the skull. Do I know what this is?
You do, because it
Oh yeah.
is. I totally forgot to put it in your journal.
Oh,
Cordelia, but it's there now.
Oh. Do I know what it is?
You
Oh.
do.
That's an ominous name.
we both know. Wait, what, do we both? Do I know what it is too? Then, or is that just Cordelia?
I'm putting it in your journal.
Yes, please. Is the name gonna be like the skull of death and lawful evil? Oh well, that's not great.
It's not a great name. The starving skull.
Ooh, this is
Lovely.
This is really cool.
But it's actually good.
It's great. It's super cool, actually.
Scotty has a worried face.
Ooh, this seems like a good thing for a warlock to have.
Hmm.
Because we
Now I'm
have
even more worried.
five.
I mean, it seems like it'd be great for you if you want to. Well, I think perhaps we should bring it before the group and just double check and see if it's okay for you to take it.
It is a bit creepy, isn't it?
It's very odd. From what I understand, you have to hold it out as well, and I don't know if you want to do that in public quite frequently, but it could be useful.
Depends on the company. Is it?
I wouldn't
Is
judge you.
it tied like the jaw, or can I open the jaw?
The jaw does not move.
So I can't use it as a fun puppet.
Oh, that's morbid!
Unfortunately not.
Fun puppet!
It would be a fun puppet. It's okay. We'll do something else.
I wonder if there's anything else of interest in the higher layers of the tower.
It's worth a look, especially if we're staying the night.
I think so. And we should also probably talk about the Lord's sister. Because, and I think that this judgment is one you shall agree with, she seems terrible and awful, and I do not like her.
Yes. She did say she wanted to call us puppies because she likes
said she
to kick
kicks
puppies. That is
I know.
messed up.
It is both, like, truly offensive that she enjoys to kick puppies, and also that she thinks we're not wolves. Not a
Are we
fan.
wolves?
I think so. Not literally!
Well, maybe
Have you
she
seen
is.
Eloise?
Are we
Can you
back
hear
from
me
burying
now?
the thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
have
no,
we
you're
buried
gone.
it yet?
I just point
So-
upstairs.
Through Zala's brute strength and Aloise's help, you've managed to get this creature up the stairs and through the doors outside to bury.
I guess we should bury Rotrick too.
We may encounter trouble with trying to bury anything. I
No,
have
we just
forgotten
put
the ground is going to be quite hard.
No, we just put it under lots of snow.
Okay. If that's how you want to do it. But up here on a mountain, we could just leave them for the environment to desiccate as it will. A sky burial.
We should give them some mound.
If that's how you want to do it, you're welcome to, but I'm used to sky burials.
Or we could drag them back through the portal, couldn't we?
Why would we want to do that?
I mean, that is where that person's from, I think.
If you want to.
Get separated by an entire continent. We'll leave them. Sky burial? What is that?
Well, you leave the corpse out for the weather to break it down for nature to reclaim it. It is always how my tribe has handled our deaths, because, well, the ground is too hard for a burial, and we don't want to burn a body in the village. So we take them up a mountain and leave them. Their soul ascends to the stars to rejoin our ancestors, and their body returns to the earth.
That's kind of similar to what my village does, but we join with the forest.
Well, that's part of where the bodies go for me. Because the forest is where we live.
Well, not just our bodies. We join with the forest.
Our tribe tells that our ancestors are in the stars.
So I guess we're just going to arrange the 6 arms.
5.
Well, no, we're giving the arm.
You're leaving him with the severed
The arm that I cut off.
That's nice. That's nice of you. Yeah, you leave them in the position that Zala instructs you to. Do you leave Roderick there as well?
Pose.
Right. And then you head back inside and witness Cordelia and Bernie playing with a skull.
Playing? Cordelia's
What?
playing with it. Bernie is like...
What is that?
It is a magic skull that she left behind.
Ooh, I haven't seen a magic skull in a while.
Want to look?
Yes.
It's quite fascinating, but also creepy.
I don't know if I would call it creepy. It's
Alex,
just a skull.
Ritual of detect magic. That's what she's gonna do.
Okay. After your ritual, you can tell that this skull emanates a moderate abjuration in magic.
Should
Liliana is
we
rolling dice.
go through the rest
She
of the
wants to play
tower
D&D too.
before we set up for the night?
That
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
probably a good idea.
And hopefully find a way to maybe secure the front door and block off this room just in case Scythe Lady decides to make a reappearance.
Yeah.
Maybe set up some sort
I
of
come back
warning
to-
system.
Journal of the skull.
Yeah. What's in the journal? Did you take a look?
I did. I feel like it makes sense that it would take Cordelia a little bit to like piece together all the things you sent me. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
Just because it's all in bits. So she will probably finish reading that once they sit down for the night.
All right. So you take a breather now to search through this tower, and there actually isn't much more to the tower beyond the first floor. As you ascend to the second floor, you find that the floor has given way, and this entire floor, which was perhaps once a office or library, is now in complete disarray. What hasn't fallen to the first floor has been consumed by fire and is nothing but ash and charcoal now. The stairs leading further up are totally blanking on the word. There is rubble obstructing the path leading up, and you can kind of see that much of the tower above this has collapsed.
Looks cozy.
Does. I guess we'll make camp. Maybe first floor for tonight, just so we have a way out.
I'll bring Stephen in. Out of the cold.
And I will get
He's
to
very
work setting a
appreciative.
fire.
He's very appreciative.
Aww. Poor Steven.
Ha! I got you to care about Steven.
I have always cared about Steven. Bernie does not!
Alright.
I was gonna say something and I don't remember what anymore. It's gone.
It'll come to you in like 4 hours.
Yeah, when it's too late.
Yeah. So you all take a deep breath after that strange encounter with some six-armed creature and Gerhardt's sister. Yes.
I was gonna say if I could have the right event exsanguination activated during my detect magic ritual.
I don't see why not.
Yay, I get instant heal at some point within the next week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You all set up camp, ready to bed down for the evening and rest, discussing what information you might have found and what might come next for your new adventuring troupe. That is where I'm going to wrap tonight's session, because it is late for some of our members.
It's almost midday.
Not
Not
I'm
you.
getting tired.
not that it's late, but that I have to get up stupidly early
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to get up at 5 tomorrow.
Gross!
You said that your schedule goes back to normal next week, right?
Yeah, that just means that I have to get up at 5 every day.
Uh,
Well,
Ah!
But at least it's a regular schedule instead of back and forth like it currently is.
Yeah.
if you're back to your regular schedule, do we want to maybe consider starting at 3, or would that be too difficult for...
We can discuss this after we wrap up.
yeah.
Yes, we will discuss this after we wrap.
We'll get that figured out.
Yeah. Thank you all for playing. I have been waiting to do that boss encounter for 2 weeks now, so
Oh, so cool.
I was straight up expecting you to get to that boss encounter in the second session.
What? The second?
You think we're that
That's
bad?
awfully optimistic.
Well, you know, and
No,
then,
we had to play with the rocks first.
yeah, you had to perform an autopsy, speak to fish, sure.
Yeah,
Speak
had
to
to bathe
Steven.
in the river.
Yeah. So, as of now, you will all hit level 3. You can
Yay!
roll for HP. Remember my
That means
rule.
wings. That means wings.
My rule: until your first ability score increase, you can re-roll 1s and 2s. After level 4, you can only re-roll 1s. So, roll for HP. Yeah, some of you will get unique things that we will discuss next session. I've got a plan for you, Cordelia. I've got a plan for Shay. And I need to work out some stuff for Alois and Bernie and Zala. We will
what?
talk. Things and stuff.
What thing?
Just,
Huh.
Things and stuff.
yeah, your level 3
I don't
things.
like not knowing.
Your level 3 things.
Wings, baby. I'm ready to fly, even if I can't as an animal.
As far as I know, my only level 3 things are the things I already know I have.
Well, yeah, but that's what I
Okay.
mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You might not have access to that right away because maybe I want to make it a story thing. Jeez.
I'm
Scotty.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll chat about that off stream.
Cool.
And I just want to send another thank you to everyone who participated in the giveaway and helped push us over the limit, and we finally have hit that affiliate status. And after today's stream, we will be able to apply for that. So we will do that after the stream.
And we will get in contact with our winners for the dice giveaway to get mailing information. Yeah.
Yes, and set information. So, listen to the Be Gay Roll Dice podcast network. There is some great shows there. Seriously, if you can't find a show among them that you're interested in, you're not trying hard enough. Yeah, that's what I will say. Thank you all for playing. It's always so much fun to
I had a great
DM
time.
Thank you for
I'm excited to
DMing.
draw that monster.
Yes, Lynn, I will send you some.
Yes.
I will send you some reference pictures. But yeah, I think that's it for now. While Scotty takes a picture,
I'm sorry.
we're gonna wrap up now. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope you will join us next week on Everyone Dice.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.